Hey, welcome back to Holistically Healthy TV. I am your host, Jim Burdumy, and this is episode 10. And today we are going to be talking about one of the biggest myths or misconceptions in the health and fitness industry, world, whatever you want to call it. And this is actually probably going to make some of you happy and maybe surprise some of you. That myth is fitness and health are not synonymous. They don't go hand in hand. They don't equal each other. However you want to say it, fitness and health are not the exact same thing. Meaning that just because someone looks good on the outside, whether you're measuring their body fat or whether you're just looking at them in a bathing suit as they walk by on the beach, if they look good on the outside, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are the epitome of health, that they are doing every single thing right, and that you should follow exactly what they're doing. This happens all the time with people that you see on TV or see in magazines. You don't necessarily have to run up to that person or open the magazine and figure out exactly what they're doing and try to apply it in your life. One, because that person is not you. So whatever they're doing might not work for you. So if they're eating a high protein diet and a low carbohydrate diet, that might not work optimally for your particular body type. So that's number one. Two, you have no idea what they're doing to their body. Okay, so to be able to get down to 8% body fat for a man, or 6%, 4% for a man, or 13% for a woman, they might be doing 2 workouts a day. That might be literally their entire life. They might be taking certain supplements, some legal, some not legal. You just have no idea. I've seen a lot of people that look great on the outside that have a lot of different signs and symptoms that you would not want to have. Some of those are headaches, chronic fatigue. So what does it mean to really be healthy? And so what I did was I wrote down a list of things on my whiteboard that I'm going to share with you now, and we're going to go over just a few of them. Healthy equals what? And there's 6 things that I put right underneath of there. There's happy, there's good mental clarity, there's no chronic illness. Seeing happy and good mental clarity and no chronic illness, maybe not the chronic illness one, but the first 2 might shock you a little bit. But the thing is that when you talk about health, what is health? It has to do with mind, body, spirit. When you're talking about waking up and feeling happy in the morning, or just having a general sense of happiness with either what you're doing or with the people in your life or for what you've created for yourself, that speaks a lot to what your thought process is, what your mental health is like, and then also good mental clarity. So how well are you able to focus? And that shows a lot with your diet and sleep patterns and so on and so forth. So let's take a couple more. You do not have to rely on medications. Healthy skin and good response to exercise are numbers 4, 5, and 6. And so not having to rely on medications, in my opinion, is huge, because if you don't take those medications one day and you're going to have hell to pay for it, can you really consider yourself a healthy person? I'm not saying that you should just jump off your medications if you want to be a healthy person, because that's not the answer. But I'm just saying, if you're trying to measure your level of healthiness or see where you are on that scale, you have to take that into consideration. Well, if this pill is actually keeping me alive, what is thrown off? Now, if it's a genetic response and you need to be on something like that, then there's really not much you can do. You kind of, you have to use the cards that you were dealt, as they say. But if it's a symptom of not taking care of the body, of not getting enough sleep, of not eating the right food, not the right amount of exercise, then that becomes an issue for you, but it also becomes a learning opportunity where you can actually see what areas you might be out of balance in your life and how you can kind of bring that all together to increase your health and hopefully maybe even wean yourself off of the medications and either lower your dose or get off of them completely. And so good response to exercise, that's important too, because you don't want to just go into the gym and have an exercise workout and then all of a sudden be completely dead to the world and feel like you need a nap or something like that. You have a good response to exercise and you're actually recovering from exercise good, and that's also going to show how much sleep you're getting and what your nutrition's like. If you're sore for too long, then you might not be getting enough protein in your diet. So let's take a look at some of the other things that I said you should probably be free of, and this is all in my opinion, to be healthy. Free of, we have A, B, C, and D. Free of joint pain, free of headaches, free of chronic fatigue, free of crazy cravings. If you are free of these things, then that is a really good sign and actually shows a very good level of health. These are some of the things that if I would reflect on and see if you have any of these going on in yourself. And if there are, where might you be out of balance? If I have chronic fatigue, am I getting enough sleep? Am I eating the right foods? Are my energy levels being brought down because of the food that I'm eating? Am I not getting enough exercise? Am I just sitting around too much and not really as active as I could be? Being healthy is much more than just looking good on the outside and aesthetics. It's how you feel on a day-to-day basis, how you function on a day-to-day basis, and do you have balance in multiple areas of your life? Health is a journey. It's not just A and B, and all of a sudden you're there and you just stop. Because in today's world, it's very, very easy to be unhealthy with a lot of the things that we're exposed to. I hope this video helped you realize a little bit more about what health is, and hopefully to be less hard on yourself and maybe less judging of yourself. Please subscribe below. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna start bringing guests onto the show. I'd really, really, really appreciate more comments, more suggestions. What would you like to see more of? What questions do you have? That will really help me give you the kind of content that you're looking for and answer a lot of the questions that I'm sure that you do have. So please leave them below. Look me up on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You can always reach out to me on those sites as well. That information is also below with all the links to those social media platforms. Question of the day for you. I want to know how your health and wellness New Year's resolutions are going. So I'd love to hear that. Please reach out. Until next time, I'm Jim Burdumy, and together we're getting healthier every day.